Hello guys and welcome back to the YouTube channel. It is awesome to have you all here again. So today I'm going to be escalating the theory I made in my previous video. So if you did not watch my previous video, I would implore you to go and watch it so you can understand all the context. So if you guys remember, we basically analyzed the house and saw that it was boarded from the inside, and that means they're trying to protect themselves from something. And we also saw what looks like a little watch post set up at the window for somebody to observe and shoot at people coming from outside. Something to further reinforce the idea that they're trying to keep people outside from coming in is that the second floor is not barricaded. This implies that they really are trying to keep somebody out, because if somebody was inside the house, say a survivor trying to escape, all they have to do is get to the second floor and get out the window. That would be a very terrible idea, and boarding up a few extra windows would completely fix that. But anyway, I was just kind of glossing over and analyzing it, trying to think of other possibilities, and I was also talking to my community, and Mentrixx came up with something quite interesting. So he basically said maybe Mia escaped, and maybe the Bakers were boarding themselves off against her because she does actually seem to be the most powerful. But the other thing to really consider is that the Bakers really do seem to have that level of intelligence remaining inside them. They communicate, they play with their food, they actually play with the survivors and don't outright kill them even though they could. And as we all know, they even tried to eat dinner as a family. So this leads to the question of Mia. Why do I think she's the strongest? So if you look at Mia, the kitchen killer, as I think it's Mia anyway, and I've covered this in many videos already. When she kills Clancy and Pete, she shows absolutely no form of communication. Now, the reason this is different from the Bakers is because she just shows a much more savage side, almost like a feral animal. Like she's just lashing out at anybody nearby. And if you remember from tape 3, she doesn't even seem to remember that, unlike the Bakers, who seem to be aware of what they're doing and have a plan based around it. We also know from the leaked Lantern dialogue that they have been keeping Mia locked up, and that also rings true with the original trailer song when she actually sings the lyrics, "I was locked up in a deep dark place." Like, it seems like the Bakers wanted to keep her enclosed. Now, a lot of people obviously would speculate that's because she would try to escape otherwise, and I think that's a rational assumption, but I think it also goes hand in hand with her being extremely feral when infected. I think it's quite likely that the Bakers were actually scared of Mia.
They locked me up and took my soul.
Now, I considered this a lot after Mentrixx said it, and there's a few points I agree with there for sure, but there's also a few points I disagree on. We already covered that the bullet holes in the window were there, but Mia doesn't seem to have intelligence, rationalization, and I doubt she has the capacity to fire an actual gun. So where did the bullet holes come from? Well, this is where it gets interesting. It could have been one of the Bakers themselves trying to capture Mia in a gunfight. We know that when you shoot Jack and he falls unconscious, he revives quite soon after, so it's not unlikely that the Bakers would use firearms just to knock Mia out and then lock her back up. Because of the infection, the bullets wouldn't kill her, they would literally just render her unconscious for a short duration.
That gun is not going to work the way you think it will.
But this got me thinking even further. What about if Mia had escaped, and that's what the Bakers were trying to protect after all? As Marguerite says to Mia, she has a gift. Is it possible that some outside organization knew about Mia's gift and they were trying to get her from the Bakers? Maybe the Bakers had reinforced themselves in their environment and that's why they can't really go out. They have to keep a constant security over the area. They have to literally set up watch posts in the house to make sure no intruders are coming in. But what if Mia actually escaped like during the Lantern trailer? I know there is a lot of popular theories going out there at the moment that Mia might have affiliations with some scientific organization like Umbrella or Shengya. And I would like to say that if she was an agent of one of those corporations and she had some unique genetics, which is why she has a gift, it's possible the Bakers were actually holding her hostage and this organization is actually trying to extract her from the area. There's so many ways this could spin, honestly, and it's just lovely that this has popped up right now. I can't wait for the game, guys. 2 more weeks. I just wanted to talk about this, and I'm going to be going into more detail about this in the coming days and a few other things. I've read over the entire Heavenly Island manga, by the way, which does seem associated with Resident Evil 7 in plot. And I would even say Vendetta might be connected as well. There's a lot of stuff going on there, and I'll be covering all of that in videos too. So as always, guys, I just wanted to create a bunch of discussion. Let me know how you feel about this in the comments. There is definitely something more elaborate going on here, and I want to know your thoughts on it. Thank you for watching as always. Take it easy and peace.